Mike Getcher here, Chief Engineer, Chief Operating Officer for Battleship, Iowa. Today we have something kind of special. We are going inside of Turret 3 to lower the guns manually for a film shoot that's coming up. The film production company does not want the guns in their shot. They want to be able to cover them up, so we lower them. Normally we keep most of them up, at least on turrets 2 and 3. Turret 1 is down. To do this is kind of interesting. It's not what you think. We have no hydraulics. We have no capability to run the turret the way you normally would like. So we'll be able to show you that today. And with that, let's go. So here we are inside of the gun house of Turret 3. This one is a little bit different from Turret 1, which you've never seen before. We still have the rangefinder here on this turret. The rangefinder was removed from Turret 1 on all of the Iowa-class battleships in the past, I believe back in the 50s. So this is intact. In fact, this is a really original turret. There's not much in here that's really changed. There is a velocimeter here for the initial velocity of the bullets or the shells coming out. And there's a few other communication devices in here, but it's otherwise a 1940s product for the Navy. So really cool. We're going to go underneath the rangefinder and up into the area there behind the individual gun houses.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so now we're down inside the gun pit of the right gun of Turret 3, which is actually on the port side of the ship. Above my head is the 250,000-pound barrel. That's right, it's 125 tons. It's an amazing piece of machinery. The breech is right there. The breech lowering piston there as well. The loader's platform, or the gun captain platform is right there. So a couple things to comment on. How do you actually raise and lower these things? We don't have hydraulics. We don't have enough electrical power right now to start the stuff up, and it has been running for 30 years. So what we do is we have to figure out a way to turn this. This is the oscillating nut. This is the jack screw, and this oscillating nut turns inside as well as pivoting with the angle of the gun itself. This is the hydraulic motor that normally runs that. What we've got in between is a feedback shaft, which is just driven. This goes down to a servo that reports back to the system at what position the gun is at. And all we do is simply rotate this shaft. It takes a lot of turns with a pipe wrench. We've got a new mechanism we'll add later. And once you rotate it, the gun will start to move. But before we do that, we have to get up here and do something special. So come on over and we'll take a look. So the gun has different positions which are nominally normal. In stowed position level, it's at 0 degrees elevation. At the elevated position, it is at 20 degrees. And of course, when we load, we're at 5. Slightly different, so somewhere in between. But there's only 2 stowed positions. One is the 20 and one is the 0. Right now it's at the 20 because these guns are elevated. What we have is a lock. It's up here. There's a handrail. See the handwheel right there? Do a little light on it. And you can see you have to turn that in order to release the pin, which is over here on the side, all the way up in there. And we'll release that pin, and the gun is movable. It's still supported by the elevating the jack screw and the oscillating nut. But to do that, you have to climb up these little foot handles to unlock and lock the pin. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Jim, are you gonna come down?
Yeah, I remember.
We might need you just to, I'm gonna have Moran release the pin on this. We'll finish that part of the.
Okay, so just, you get up here first?
Yeah, watch it.
Don't break the turret. So that right there is the pin that has to get unscrewed. And then back in here is the wheel that you use to do it. If it's supposed to turn clockwise, it's working. Will I know when to stop?
You have to look on the outside and see if the pins are retracted all the way and cleared the boss that's on the side of the bulkhead.
When the whole back end of the gun drops about 6 inches out. You're not out yet.
Not out. Okay. This is just like working aloft. Very uncomfortable and awkward.
Got it? Is it retracted, Conrad?
No, it doesn't look like it.
It's even more awkward when you're up high and the gun's moving because you have to align it.
Oh Lord, yeah. Well, at least you've got the gun to lean against. How clear does it need to be?
Conrad, can you see it?
Oh, yeah, it's clear.
Clear?
You're good. You're good.
That's cool.
Not much contrast behind it. I'm sitting there like,
It's gonna look just like that?
That's all you do.
Nice.
Very slow.
Wow.
So with this wrench, I'm moving a 250,000 pounds.
That's nuts. It's actually really moving too.
I did need a second wrench, Conrad, I'm sorry.
Making it look easy.
Not too easy. All right, Conrad, get in there.
do you have any idea how far we're out?
Quite a ways.
Well, it's level. That's quite a ways to go. We'll see if we can do it with a smaller wrench, but when I first started turning that thing, it wasn't going anywhere.
Now it's almost spinning on its own once you get
That's what
it's a
happens,
little
yeah.
Oh, it is well lubricated.
bit That's nuts.
So,
You hear that sound of moving one time?
Wow.
It's a person out of motion.
probably hydraulic fluid passing one of the valves.
Let me know if you need to get spelled.
You want to do it for a little bit, see, Marianne?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we're climbing up. The gun is now almost in the lowered position, which means that the rear end of it is raised. And Marianne is climbing all the way up so that she can see where the pin is at. You can barely see it.
Oh yeah, you need about 3 inches.
Okay, keep going.
3 inches up.
Yeah. What about another inch, Conrad? Should I start like hanging out the screw and seeing how close it is?
Yeah.
You gotta come up another inch or two, like maybe about a half inch.
Try to slow down there, Conrad.
All right, hold right there for a minute. Let me see what I can do.
There it goes. Coming out, I can see it. Okay, can you take a look at it now?
I think you need maybe come up just slightly. Right there.
You need a break?
No, I just need to catch my breath for a second.
Kind of looks like it's going in.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So now that you know where it's in there, you can just seat it as much as you can. I wouldn't reef-on it completely.
Oh, and now it's turning nice and easy too.
Yeah. All right,
You
you're
need to
in.
jog it up and down a little bit to make it easier to get in and out.
She's in.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it fits a perfect position right now. All right, just go till it stops and maybe back off a little bit. That's normal procedure for me.
Okay. I think we're there.
Yeah, so back off a little bit.
Back off a little bit.
Yeah,
And there's more
if you can.
Sure.
All right, there you go. That's all good. Come on down.
Awesome.
All right. Sorry about the extra pipe wrench. I guess we didn't need it.
Oh, that was, always been better to have one on there.
So now we have the right gun at turret 3 up in its 0-degree position. Beautiful engraving there. This is barrel number 322 of a Mark 7 gun made in 1944 at the Waterloo Arsenal. Just an amazing piece of machining. And there is Conrad down at the bottom.
Hey, Conrad.
So this kind of gives you an idea of just how deep the gun pit is. So with that, I think we're done showing you how a gun is lowered and raised, and we have 2 more to do today. Thank you so much, and as always, visit our website. We appreciate your donation very much and your support. Thanks.